Welcome back. And you know, the set kind of grew over the break, so we love that. We love our guests. This morning, as promised, we have the Medical Edge Day Spa with us. We have Stacy Broche and Jody Brady. Did I get that right? Roush. I'm gonna get it right. Stacy Broche and Jody Brady. Okay, welcome to the show, girls.
Thank you for having us.
Ladies. So we're going to talk about, I've told y'all that we love Tarboro, and Tarboro has a medical day spa, which is exciting. So we're going to talk about where it is, what it is, all kinds of things. We'll start with Stacy this morning. So what do you do at the Medical Edge Day Spa?
I am the nurse practitioner.
Okay.
So I dabble in a lot.
Yes, you do. If you're a nurse practitioner, you do.
Yes.
Okay.
So we do the concierge primary care, which is based on a membership fee versus bill for insurance.
Okay.
You can have insurance, but this gives you more access.
Right.
24/7 access, 365 days a year.
Yes.
And you have that really personal connection with the provider, myself and Dr. Chafin, as well as the nurse.
Right.
You get sick on the weekends, you need an antibiotic, you need labs.
Right.
That is all available, and that's part of the benefit of doing a membership versus traditional primary care.
Exactly. Yeah, it's hard to get in with a provider now.
Yes.
It really is. And this is really, I'm hearing, the way to go. Really is. So what are some of the services that are provided?
Through the primary care?
Yes.
The access to the provider, obviously. You can be seen within 1 to 2 days.
Wow.
Obviously, if it's an emergency, you'll be seen that day without fail. And that's kind of just the benefit of having that. You have that connection.
Yeah, that is
and
a huge
the
benefit.
excuse me, the ability to have the active participant in your own care.
Yes.
And therefore you're not just relying on what's being told that you
Yeah.
have to do.
Tell us about hormone replacement therapy. I mean, everybody's heard about it, but we don't know all there is to know about it.
And
So,
there's still so much to learn about
Yeah.
hormones, because more and more is coming to light regarding the hormone, stigma, where
Yeah.
it was bad for you. So now more is coming to light that the studies previous are not the best studies that were done. Hormone replacement therapy that we do is your sex hormones, testosterone, progesterone, estrogen, and we also do thyroid hormone. There's other areas to
Right.
do that, but it's more optimized.
Right.
And optimization is relative to the individual. We base it on symptoms as well as labs. We need to be safe.
Yes.
We're not trying to have women that are testosterone up,
Yeah.
but we do have testosterone as women, and we do lose that, as well as estrogen during menopause, and replacing those to where you feel at your best.
Right.
You gain your vitality back, you gain your energy, ability to sleep, both men and women.
I hear so many people tell me I can't sleep. I mean, there's
Yes.
so many symptoms when you lose your hormones. And it has to be done on an individual basis, because every woman I talk to has different problems and symptoms.
There are some common symptoms.
Yes.
But nothing is steadfast.
It's not cookie cutter.
You got that right. And it is, I think that's why I like it. It's a little bit of a challenge, because you don't know how that other person actually feels. You have to rely on them to tell you, look at the labs and say, all right, let's find your happy spot.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's great to see the person come in that is And then
Right.
you see them the next time and they're lively, and you can just tell
Yes.
that, you know, along with the protective mechanisms in play that hormones, you know, have, such as bone health,
Oh, yes.
cardiovascular health, mental health, you know, dementia, Alzheimer's are more prevalent in women after menopause. And it's looked at and being associated with the rapid decline of hormones at
Right.
menopause. So I
think-
mean, the benefits are just
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I think so many women have just lived with it. They think it's part of the aging process, and it's just
Exactly.
something you have to deal with, and it's fantastic. The things that Stacy does.
Yeah.
I've worked in women's health most of my career, and the things that she has taught me has been absolutely amazing, because I didn't know it, because it's not
Right.
common. It's not something that is talked about enough. You know,
Yeah.
it's just, well, you just have to deal with the hot flashes
And you
the,
really don't have to live
no,
with it.
No,
No.
and it's not this big scary monster that was painted years ago. Of,
Right,
You know,
exactly.
and it's a natural thing that.
Bioidentical. They are plant derived. They're actually extracted from yams.
Wow,
So we
really?
do not do
Yes.
the synthetic.
Cool.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, and I want to talk about one more thing, but we'll come back to that after we talk to Jody. But as I said, there are so many women out there that can get benefits out of this that don't realize. I talked to a doctor one time, and he explained it the best, menopause the best, in 2 words. Because I said, you know, when does it end? This was years ago, you know, when does it end? You know, we were talking all about menopause, and he said, all I can tell you is menopause sucks. I mean, that's what he said.
Isn't that a shame though? That's the
is.
mentality that
Yeah.
it's just like, oh well, I mean,
Yeah,
and it doesn't have to
exactly.
No, it doesn't. And I think now that, you know, men and women are standing up more for themselves and
Yes.
getting to the point where they're taking that active role in their own care and their own health.
Yes.
You know, and it's not, you know, as taboo, I guess, to question the provider and, you know,
Right.
ask questions about what to expect.
Right.
You know, and I am 100% on board with that. I love that conversation. You get
Oh,
to
yeah.
know your patient.
Absolutely.
Um,
Well, tell us about the benefits of the IV infusions.
love those too. Been doing those for years.
Oh, really?
Yes. Benefits of IV vitamin infusions are obviously hydration. You
Okay.
know, for skin, just overall hydration, because we as a society generally don't drink as much as we
Right.
should.
Yes.
You know, or we
Yes.
take and drink those things that deplete the fluids from
Sure.
our body. But you can use them for all different purposes. Recovery from a workout, you can use them pre-gaming, so
Right.
to speak, for a marathon that gives you the nutrients, the essential vitamins, minerals that are depleted through activities, illness. You can do it just to literally get some energy. They have different infusions for mental focus. They have fat burning infusions that can help with some weight loss. Now, obviously, it's not going to drop 10 pounds after.
Right, right,
However,
sure.
the vitamins and the minerals that are in it are shown and known to help with weight reduction.
Right.
The there's infusions that help with DNA repair and get down to that cellular level with producing energy, such as the Krebs cycle and ATP, which is the result of energy. Mental, like I said, mental clarity to help with brain fog, focusing, you know, recall on information.
And also, one resource my daughter used was she had a kidney stone. And so instead of going to the emergency room, waiting hours and hours and hours, we were able to infuse her, give her pain medicine and something for the nausea, and she felt so much better, and
Oh,
it was a
wow.
quick process. So I mean, it's a great resource for people to use, so that you don't have to go sit in the emergency room for hours and hours and wait.
Yeah.
You know, it's been an amazing, eye-opening thing to me to learn all about these things.
Yes, that is very interesting.
yes.
So if you feel like you're dehydrated, you can just go to you instead of, as you alluded
Yes.
to, sitting in an emergency room for hours. Just go down and,
Absolutely.
because you know when you're dehydrated generally.
Yes.
You
so,
don't feel well.
You know, you
At all.
don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
it's amazing to, you will instantly start to feel better as soon as that infusion starts going.
Right.
They perk up, vital signs change.
Wow.
It is, dehydration can really
Oh, it
cause
can
you
really.
to be very lag.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's great for things like fibromyalgia. We have a couple of Parkinson's, different
Yeah.
disease processes that can benefit from it, definitely.
Because of depletion
Wow.
of the disease process with minerals such as magnesium. That definitely, we can tailor the infusions to a variety of things. What you may come in and not know what you want, so we start talking to you and we figure out what you need.
So you check their levels when they come in
of
of
no
magnesium or
No,
potassium.
no.
You don't.
But
you
if
just
I'm just, there, I was just using that as an
Oh, okay.
example. But it's
Okay.
not going to be like getting a magnesium
Okay.
infusion like at the hospital.
Okay, gotcha.
It's on a much smaller scale, but
Gotcha.
it still replenishes some that we naturally would get through
Okay.
eating.
Yeah.
B vitamins and things like that. So it's not that we need to check the levels.
okay.
It's like a
that.
multivitamin,
Gotcha.
Right.
you know, but
Gotcha.
In a bag.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
that
Gosh,
your body
that
can
sounds-
use a lot better.
Sounds wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
Jody, what do you do?
So I am the registered nurse. Excuse me. I'm a registered nurse. And I'm also an injector. So I do a lot of the weight loss management that we do. I help Stacy with whatever she needs. I could do the IVs, the IV infusions. I do some of the facials. I use the laser. We do Botox and fillers. And
Wow.
I'm a nurse injector. We all kind of wear the hat of, we all do everything there. So,
Well, this is really a comprehensive
yes.
spa.
Yes.
Day
We
spa.
want to be
Yes.
your one stop.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
this is so cool. I did not know you did some of the medical things that you do, and
Yes.
then the day spa and the wow,
Yeah. It's a lot.
Botox and all kinds of things.
It's a lot.
It
It is.
is.
Yeah.
But it is exciting and it's fun.
Yes, it is.
So, what are some of the facials that you offer?
So we can do something simple from where we just use some of the products, the Zeo line that we have, which is absolutely wonderful, where we can use those products on your face. It's very relaxing. Do a chemical peel. We can use our Hydrofacial, which is a machine that it will exfoliate your skin. It hydrates your skin. It takes basically a physical and chemical exfoliation. It puts all that hydration into your pores, cleans your pores out, and you leave with this natural glow. It's
Wow,
also
that sounds
very,
exciting.
Yes, it's
we need a
also
natural glow.
very relaxing. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles and texture. Your skin just looks amazing. I did one for my daughter before prom. We've had several girls come in before prom. So
Weddings.
it's all age range. I mean, it doesn't have to
Wow.
be just, for a younger crowd or older crowd. We also can do facials with the laser. So we have lasers that you could do. It's a Hollywood facial is one of my favorite ones to do. Stacy likes the Hydrofacial. I like doing the Hollywood
Okay.
facial, where that uses a charcoal mask, and then the laser draws out the impurities using that charcoal mask. And the same thing, it's called the Hollywood facial because you could literally leave, walk out, you have that glow to your skin,
Right.
and there's no downtime to it.
Wow,
It's very beneficial.
Yes.
I need to check this out, y'all.
And just to expand on what you said about the peels, I mean, we have gentle peels to a little bit rougher peels that
Yeah.
will leave you a little dry and flaky,
Right.
but the mild ones you could do on your lunch break and go back to work,
Yes.
and you're not going to be dried and flaky.
Right.
Just to give you that refreshed look.
Yeah,
And
sure.
then nobody would know.
Wow.
And you can add dermaplaning to that as well. Taking that surface skin again off, and any of those little fine hairs that we all have,
Right.
Yeah.
those will come off as well, leaving you with smooth, beautifully brightened skin.
Yes. And you get your IV infusion while you're doing it, so
We've
you look
done that, too.
refreshed and feel great when you
Wow.
leave. Yeah.
Get it all done while you're there.
Yes, we have done that. We
Yep.
have had those that are do
Wow.
more than one service at once.
Yep.
Where are you located?
We are in Tarboro at 204 East Church Street.
Okay.
Behind the coffee shop,
Yes.
Okay. I know where
Yes,
you're
right
at.
off of Main Street.
I know exactly where that is.
Yep.
We they had a ribbon cutting at Medical Edge, and we had the fortune to be there. So we want to show you this wonderful place that we have talked about for the last few minutes.
Yes.
Just great video. When they got back and I looked at it, I said I wasn't able to go, and I said, "Wow, I'm really coming over and check it out in person."
We
But-
will pamper
Ooh,
you when you get there.
Yes. So, Lee, if you could share with us that footage, I'd appreciate it. We'll just show some and I'll let you know when to stop.
Okay, guys, we want to welcome everybody. This is what we call in the business a Chamber of Commerce Day. Worked out real well. I'm glad you're here for the ribbon cutting and the business after hours tonight. On behalf of the County of Edgecombe, the town of Tarboro, and your 250 chamber partners, we'd like to welcome everybody to the Medical Edge Day Spa grand opening and ribbon cutting. Let's give them a big hand. About time. All right, very good. All my chamber members, raise your hands out here. Everybody, thank y'all for coming. We appreciate that. Mr. Joy, if you'll introduce your husband and let him tell a little bit about what's going on, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Dave.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you all for being here. We appreciate your support and your patience as we have worked hard to get this building going, and we appreciate
That was
your
their grand
support.
opening, ribbon cutting with the chamber.
All right,
That was a
Dr.
great
Brooke Chapin
event.
here,
And
also known as,
so tell
man
me a little bit about Dr. Chavis. Now, he was at the hospital in a Hosky at one time, did I understand, or not?
He is, yes.
He is
Yes,
at the
he's still
hospital in a
there,
Hosky.
yes.
Okay,
And
so he comes
to
from a
the-
Hosky.
Yes, to the office at the end of the day. So a
Okay.
little bit later in the day, he comes
Okay.
to the office.
Very good.
And he currently also, there is a Hampstead office as well, that we have an esthetician there.
Okay.
She's fabulous.
Oh, wow.
Fabulous she is very knowledgeable on the skin and does wonderful facials, massage, all that wonderful stuff.
And he
Wow.
will travel there as well to do the Botox there,
Okay.
fillers. And we're starting to expand a little bit where myself and Jody will also be alternating times to go to the Hampstead office as well.
Okay. Where is Hampstead exactly?
It's at, what, the
Close to
Atlanta?
Is it-
Wilmington.
Wilmington?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is. You're exactly
So
right.
he's kind of all over the place right now.
Yeah.
He likes to be busy.
Yes, he
Well,
does.
that's good. That's good. Well, I hope to meet him. I've talked to him on the phone, but I haven't met him yet. So, anyway, we have enjoyed you girls being here this morning with the Medical Edge Day Spa. Check it out, y'all. Give us a phone number.
It is 252-563-5589.
Say that again.
It is 252-563-5589.
Let the phone ring, y'all. You know you
Yes.
want some of these services. There's so many services they
Yes.
provide right there. As I said, comprehensive service right there in one location. So anyway, we appreciate y'all telling us about this.
Thank you
for
for
having us
having
today.
us.
Absolutely. And we hope some of you will give them a call and take advantage of their services and let us
definitely.
know right back here on WIG how you enjoyed the services that you got there. We love reports from our viewers, so we hope that you will dial them up or just and make an appointment. Of course, it's appointment only
Yes, yeah,
because,
yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it's like a normal, doctor's office would be. You got to make an
Yes.
appointment.
That's right.
Anyway, thank you, girls.
Yes,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for having us.
And we'll be right back on the Don Bullock Chevrolet Morning Show right after this.